A lot more developments on the Comic-Con campus here, so we're going to give you a little bit of tour. You can see behind me right now the Hilton gas lamp. A wrap has emerged here in the last day. So we're going to start the tour here. We're going to make our way down the back side of Hilton gas lamp up to the Pendry, check out that Daryl Dixon Walking Dead one, come back down 5th. We'll check out Chucky. I saw a fan of that in the chat there. We'll see the animation, Mayhem stuff going on with Fox area and all of that. So we'll be taking a look at a bunch of these things. So with that said, let's turn the camera around here. Carmel's also with me today. She's going to try to help monitor the chat for questions and things like that, because sometimes it's hard to see those things while I'm dodging people around here and trying to give a bit of a tour of the area. So she is checking on another offsite spot that we've not seen any developments with yet, but she's giving it a quick look while I start the tour. So she'll catch up with us in a moment. So we've got the burger going up there. Is it for Good Burger? Is it for Carl's Jr.? Not sure, but it's interesting to see that one taking the place there. What do we have there? Beavis and Butthead. Last year, wasn't it? And then Picard in 2019. And now we have a burger. And that's just how it works at Comic-Con, right? Just some strange stuff. Definitely not what I expected. Coming from Interview with a Vampire on one side, we'll see Invincible as we come around the corner, Good Omens, and then it was so strange seeing a burger there. And so they're still getting the alignment up and everything. So thank you very much for the compliment. Glad you are enjoying the videos. That is definitely why we do them. So this is stuff, it's my favorite time of the year, finding these things and checking them out. And so we know for some of you it helps, and we're glad to. Oh yeah, then you'll have a great view of the burger work there. It's coming together. It really hasn't changed much since this early afternoon when we got here. We'll say also, if you've not seen, if you have interest, we did do the Sonic activation earlier today, the pop-up Sonic Speed Cafe. And so we have that video up on the YouTube channel. We're not going to walk down there right now, but you have a complete video there showing some of the food, decor, all of that stuff. All right, so yesterday we were guessing that was Invincible, and obviously it 100% is Invincible. So we've got Invincible going in there now. Excited to see it up there. Sonic pop-up is super cute. Agreed. They've got some good music playing in there, a couple consoles, just kind of a fun Comic-Con vibe, and it's neat that it's already going. Thank you very much. Very much thank you for watching and commenting. All right, Good Omens 2. I think when we did that video at the end of the day, we showed it complete, and obviously it remains complete. Looking good on the corner there. There is some new Interview with the Vampire stuff we'll show when we come back down 5th. But just as a reminder, if anybody didn't watch yesterday's video, you can see on that side. Again, we'll go to the other side to get good views, but see a little bit of the Vampire wrap over there. But they've done a lot with Interview with the Vampire for sure. So with you about starting these pop-ups, activations early, and going late, the Sonic one's going to August 20th, which is great as well. So they're really taking it. Years ago, Leica did something like that, which was a lot of fun. It's so awesome to have some of these activations giving you more time to get to them, whether it's longer hours or even preferably more days. So see Yellow Jacket, more of the skyline coming together here. Again, we'll go down that way in a moment, but before that, we're going to take you down towards the Pendry and the area where the lodge is going to be coming together at Happy Does. No progress on the lodge yet, no signs of them moving in. We were down over by the Marriott where the Dragon Ball offsite is going in. They've actually cleared it out quite a bit since the last time we were over there, so would imagine that build is going to start maybe this weekend. For those that haven't followed our other videos, just a reminder, ESRI, a big conference that's out here right now, they wrap up tomorrow. So there's a lot of things that are frozen. They have some of their own wraps up. They have their own banners up. The Hall H area, you know, you're not going to see any tents or anything like that over here. You never do when they're in town, because they are a big time convention themselves. Not as big as San Diego Comic-Con by any means, but they do take up a lot of space. Happy does, you can see they are open for regular service here, but not transform yet to Paramount. But we do have a lot of work on Daryl Dixon in the last 24 hours or however long it's been here. We should have a video up later tonight, and if you head over to the San Diego Comic-Con unofficial blog, they're gonna have photos and full story of all the updates of the donut bar at Pendry that's coming, with special flavors for Comic-Con and all of that. There we go, the 15th, coming in Tuesday. All right, so obviously on this side, we've got the Daryl Dixon logo coming in. I know yesterday we showed the poster that had the artwork, but there really wasn't anything much to see on the building itself yet, just kind of a little corner. But a lot of work since yesterday. And then if we come over to this side, we'll see Daryl himself with the stained glass backdrop behind him there. They have been working tirelessly on this one. I love that the Pendry's gotten on board with wraps the last however many years now. I don't remember what year was its first, but it's a really nice one to have it kind of deeper down into the gas lamp down here on 5th and not just have the convention facing ones. Wow, so a lot of that was then today. Okay, cool, good to know. Yeah, a lot of work there. And Margaritaville still getting some work, not just specifically for Comic-Con, but just obviously they're trying to get ready. I mean, the whole town has been the last few weeks getting ready for Comic-Con with a lot of refinements and things like that. Anything over there? Okay. So Carmel went to go check on the Peanuts activation, and there was nothing to see there yet, so they've not started moving in. So we won't go out to, that's over at 200 J Street. I think we've shown this before, but Twisted Metal with their posters out. We've seen some Spider-Man 2 posters out as well. We finally saw the Spider-Man 2 trolley in front of the convention center. Before we were only seeing it over on, I believe it's the Orange Line, over like off Imperial, but now we're starting to see it over here as well. All right, so as we get to this area here, we'll be picking up on the Hilton gas lamp on the right here, and you'll see a ton of stuff for the boys. It looks like the entire Fifth Avenue side of things is going to be for the boys. No start yet on the left side, but we did hear a conversation about the left starting soon. So we'll see over on the Hard Rock on this side. So not sure what they'll be doing there. It sounds like something. So be keeping an eye on that. We will be back out here Saturday again, doing lots of stuff. Also, starting Monday, we'll be down here doing this stuff like all day, every day to some extent. Not literally lives all day, every day, but a lot of those. And then for those of you that are Patreon supporters, remember if you're coming with for our live tour on preview night morning, that Wednesday morning, make sure to sign up so we are able to bring your swag bag with us, because we're going to be heading down here. So let's make Saturday the deadline for that. You can find that over on Patreon in the Mighty Networks feed. But if you are going to join us in that live tour, please make sure to sign up there so we come ready to help you out, show you around. All right. So we've got the animated series for the boys down here on this end they've been working on. Boys Diabolical. And then would imagine we're going to see some connection across here. Usually this starts after we get these windows done. There's nothing over at the Children's Museum as of now, at least nothing that we've seen over there. That whole area is still in front of it, kind of closed off. So nothing over there. Over at the Hyatt, same thing. I mean, not the same thing, but the same thing in that nothing was really going on over there. And really most across the bay is kind of frozen right now. So, but yeah, we'll be circling all these areas nonstop in the days ahead. Whenever we're in San Diego, we'll be checking them all and doing videos of them. All right, here we can see more continuation of the boys theme down here. So we'll stop here. Fortunately, we're getting the sun. I'm gonna try and step out. So there's that side. Stretching down to there. You can see them working away on it now. The fashion shop right there for every mood remains empty. No movement there on anything. And also the restaurant at the end, Toscana, also empty there. So we'll see. No, Peanuts is in a slightly different place. It's on J Street, so kind of behind that area.
This doesn't make sense. There isn't anything there, so I don't know. It might be someplace.
Or maybe. So Carmel just went over there and she said the address didn't really connect with that. So just in general, we'll have to keep an eye out. A lot of times, I mean, for us, wandering this area nonstop, it's just like once we see them starting to move in something somewhere, we're like, oh, that's what that is. So just a little bit earlier, Hero House, we saw some stuff moving in and we're like, okay, that's, I guess, happening. And that's honestly, I didn't even know that was a thing. I had missed that news. So now I'm like, okay, I need to go read the news over at sdccblog.com and see what Hero House is. See if it's something I might be interested in. All right, let's stop here for a second and take a look at this wrap. I always love seeing what they're going to do for their animation stuff over here. So, thumbs up. Thank you very much for that suggestion. We do appreciate those thumbs up and retweets and Instagram shares and wherever else you are able to share stuff. We really, really appreciate it. We'll come and look at Yellow Jacket from the other side. But before we do that, let's head across the street for an interview with a vampire so we can kind of see that angle here. All right, so we'll cross the street here and get a little bit better look at it. Was the question about Hilton Bayfront? There's nothing on Hilton Bayfront yet, except for the garage is still one piece, as it's been for a couple weeks now. And then the Esri wrap is still up there. So kind of like here, I know it's into the sun, but if you can see the Marriott down there, the Esri has their own wraps up. So those will come down and be replaced. But I'd imagine they're not going to go down until Esri moves out Friday night. So those will be some of the last wraps to go up. All right, so new interview with the vampire here. This remains the same from yesterday, but since our last video, the doorway area has gotten a bunch of work. It looks really cool. This is what they were working on yesterday when we were over here. I can dip into some shadows here so it's a little easier to see. This is the theater. We're actually able to get up close now and see the whole entryway, which is a lot of fun. Here, this is an elevator, if you're not familiar with that. Yeah, great. There's a lot of detail. I mean, it looks really aged in sections of it, like over here. It just looks, you know, not all shiny and new because it fits with the theming. So, interview making a big statement here at San Diego. And you see new season coming 2024. So we'll hook around to the front side here, which actually I don't think they've begun on this yet either. Yeah, no, it's still emptied. So this area. All right, so we'll make our way back away from the sun. Hopefully it's a little bit easier for you all to see. We'll continue to dodge people and continue our tour down here. So still see Yellow Jackets up there, but again, they haven't started on this side of the Hard Rock yet. So we'll be watching for that. Love the Omni wrap. I think that's one of my favorite. And actually, when we show you the side work that they've done with the Omni, I think you might be able to say that's my favorite wrap we've seen at the Omni so far. All right, so before we get over to more on the Omni there, we'll look at some of the banners have gone up. So we can see Quantum Leap HQ. Looks like we got our theme there for this area. Save the universe, not save the cheerleader, and your favorite TV show, Quantum Leap HQ. And so we will be anticipating this spot to get under building, I would imagine by Saturday, but we'll see. Maybe sooner, maybe later. Over here, more work on Yellow Jackets. They've added a whole nother line there. You can see at the very top, the bloody mark. Lots of Yellow Jackets there. And again, that awesome one. Continuing looking at these banners that have gone up. These are always the first sign of NBC's off-site here, formerly at Tin Fish, now at Baja Ricks. We've got Law and Order. One that doesn't necessarily scream out Comic-Con probably to a lot of people. Likewise, next to it here is The Voice. And then after The Voice is Chucky. So Chucky really fits obviously with what we saw last year from the activation. But they got some other stuff up there. Yeah, there we go for The Voice. And then we'll have Chucky down here. But as we're making our way towards Chucky, to pick this up again, so we've got our Omni wrap working away, and then it's continuing to this area we talked about yesterday. This is a spot they've not used. To my knowledge, they've never used this for wraps. And so that it's going to be, I guess, part of this continuation. It's pretty incredible. It's got to be the largest or one of the largest wraps we've seen. All right, so there we go. We got Chucky. But also you can see the Hilton Bayfront, always a wonderful backdrop. But also if you look down there, you can see Esri has all sorts of stuff with their own wraps. Like they've got in the front of the hotel, the Esri User Conference. On the side, they've got the mappiest place on Earth. So they will have to pack up and leave tomorrow night before we see them.
Anything happening at the location of the Jurassic Park activation was too hot to walk all the way down there.
Yeah, we're not going to walk down to Jurassic Park area. So we will be driving. We'll do drive-bys of it and stuff. But yeah, it's for us, it's way too much of a walk for us to be doing for these types of updates. I mean, we go all over the place, but that is a walk. So not sure if there was anything today. We didn't go by there. Instead, we went to Sonic because we knew they were opening up. And so we went in that direction. And then we parked the car and we've been on foot the rest of the day. But this looks pretty incredible. It's neat to see it extending even to this point, which is kind of surprising. So I'm wondering if it's going to even go further. I don't know, but it's awesome just that it's continued there. Lioness is about where it was yesterday. I mean, it was about done yesterday, and it seems completely done now. So we're not going to go back down there. We've been down there a couple times today over at Park 12. And it looks good. It's rep. I'm not familiar with Lioness outside of just that it's been promoting at Comic-Con here. So it doesn't grab me the way like Twilight Zone did a few years ago or something like that. But it does look good. And it's complete there. So I'm hoping we'll see tomorrow. I said we won't be down here tomorrow. But hoping by the next time we're down here that we'll see a lot of stuff going on Petco. Because right now Petco is kind of frozen there with no wraps yet. Here's another angle for Yellow Jackets. And again, animation. So Skyline is coming together bit by bit, each day a little bit more. It's just crazy. Once you get to that 1 week mark, all of a sudden every day there's like big changes. So I know tomorrow I will be so jealous of all you locals checking things out down here and posting things, because I wish we could be checking them out as well. But we will be back Saturday, as I said. We plan to do a live show on Saturday, so watch for that link. We'll probably do another tour on Saturday. Tonight we will have the donut bar video as well, so you can see some new exclusive Comic-Con flavored donuts that are going to be coming out. So maybe some of you will be interested in that. For our Patreon people, remember to please sign up if you're going to take the Patreon preview night tour with us on preview night. And also we will have a chat on Saturday. Yeah, the morning. And we'll also have a chat on Saturday's Zoom call, so that's all up on Mighty Networks. So with that said, we're going to make our way back to the center here. If there's any last questions, we can take those now. And then we'll wrap up this tour and be back later tonight. Not as a live, but we'll have another video later tonight. A little bit more. Super excited. Next week, already getting my Kingdom Hearts cosplay. That sounds fantastic. Cosplay, like, really makes the con in so many ways for us. All the cons, not just San Diego, but they just add so much flavor and personality. So thank you for costuming. Carmel and I do not costume, don't cosplay, but we always say it is so awesome to see it. Wendy, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the kind words. All right, so with that, we are going to end here on the Yellow Jackets. Thank you all. We will have more coming up in the days ahead. And like I said, even tonight with some food for the foodies out there. Okay? All right, until next time, we'll see you in line.